Minnesota Twins highlights. We're starting with the home runs, and they needed them. They needed all three of them. They got 3 solo home runs, and they won 3-2. Here, Jorge Polanco admiring that shot as he deserves to. Max Kepler, this was a blast too, over that big wall at Target Field. Sent a lady gardening, but she came up with it. She came up with it. That's awesome. Michael A. Taylor, man, I don't think I've seen him do this before. He going opposite field, which is a bit unusual for him, but this was way up there too. That's a great swing for Michael A. Taylor to hit that one out. So the Twins only get 7 hits, but those 3 solo home runs get the job done, thankfully. 12 strikeouts. Correa 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Gotta get him out of the leadoff spot at this point. But the bullpen tonight came up huge. Emilio Pagan here pitching out of a jam in the 8th inning. Yohan Duran getting a call. Getting a call maybe here to end it with 2 runners in scoring position, but we're going to take it. We're not going to give it back. No. His 20th save of the season. You see Ober goes the first 5 and then 4 shutout innings from the bullpen. And how nice is it that Caleb Thielbar has just stepped right back in. A bunch of transactions again today. Buxton is going on the 10-day injured list with that hamstring strain. Brock Stewart was transferred to the 60-day, unfortunately. And they grabbed Jordan Luplow off waivers from Toronto, a guy who's now on a 6 team in 7 big league seasons. Kind of a lefty-mashing, right-handed hitter they're hoping for. Sort of like a Lunds Byerly's brand, Kyle Garlick. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, Brooks Lee making his AAA debut in his first plate appearance, sends a little seeing eye single through the infield for a base hit in his first AAA plate appearance. He also had the first 2 plays in the field for the Saints today. So bottom of the first inning, the first 2 balls in play get hit to him. We'll take a look at some of his defense here as well, playing shortstop. But big time, just drafted last year. We're going to talk more about that draft class. But look at this little pick on the short hop there. They don't turn the double play, but that was a pretty nifty little move. He has great hand-eye coordination, as you probably would expect from someone who's such a great hitter. And this play, he gets former Twins great Sandy Leon on, but he actually made an error in Wichita on one of those plays earlier, so it was good to see him looking confident and bringing some youth to the game. You see a lot of youth baseball players doing those sort of visualizations. I thought it was kind of funny that Brooks Lee's out there doing it. But this is DaShawn Kerisey Jr. He gets his first hit on a comebacker in AAA. He was also promoted and steals second. So he's one of the guys promoted up from Wichita. And then Yunior Severino playing third base here. Not really known for his defense, but that's a nice play. He also was just promoted from Wichita to the Saints. So all these new guys, it's left a bit of a hole in Wichita's roster. And, Marco Raya is maybe one of the bigger time prospects on this team, coming off a really poor outing, and this one was a train wreck. We're going to take a look at it. Kind of in part, I just thought people would probably want to see what this looked like because it was so bad. But his last time out, we didn't look at it. He gave up 8 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings. He somehow was worse. Did not record an out tonight. Again, this is tough to go through, but I thought people would be probably interested. A lot of errors, too, in this one from Wichita, including that one from Alex Isola. Couldn't win the foot race. I think they committed 6 errors in this game. Not all while Raya was pitching, but in the game total. Wild pitches. Again, Raya does not record an out. He gives up 6 runs, 4 of them earned. Just a nightmare of an outing. And so he's had back-to-back really tough outings now. Tough, man. This guy might be the best pitching prospect in the system, depending on who you ask. But, oh, man, that's a rough go of it back-to-back. A guy who's still only 20 years old, trying to make it in Double-A. Tough. Moving on over to Cedar Rapids. And, again, I was going to mention more of that draft class. Jorel Ortega's from that class, drafted in the 6th round last year out of Tennessee. Man, he's having a solid year. Between Fort Myers and Cedar Rapids, hitting .282 with a .377 on base and a .480 slugging. It's an .857 OPS. He's also stolen 22 bases. Primarily a third baseman, but he's played all over the infield a bit. Again, that was Jorel Ortega. And then Andrew Cossetti, the 11th round pick out of that draft from St. Joseph's, a catcher who's been playing some first too, between Fort Myers and Cedar Rapids. He has a 998 OPS and almost as many walks as strikeouts. 46 walks, 49 strikeouts for Andrew Cossetti. Great year for both of those guys. Not a whole lot going on offensively. The Saints were shut out. That wind surge game still in progress. They were getting crushed, of course, after that rough Marco Raya start. I want to call up Ben Etheridge, who's also from that 2022 draft class, 15th rounder out of Southern Miss. He has a 2.18 ERA in 57 2/3 innings now with Fort Myers. Topped out at 94.2. Mostly sits 91, but topped out at 94.2, Ben Etheridge. There are the results. Again, the wind surge were down at the time of recording this one. Thanks for checking this out. Really appreciate it. Thanks to all the channel members for sponsoring these videos. Here are the premium members. We'll talk again soon.